Back in the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union, each possessed the capability to decimate the other. So this was what was referred to as mutually assured destruction. We dropped the bomb on you, you dropped the bomb on us, we're both gone. Please keep this in mind. Now I'm going to tell you, the only one that can end the world is the one that created it, God. Now, you hear on TikTok, the end of the world, the end of the world. Okay, hypothetically speaking, let's play out that scenario that's illusionary and imaginary. Okay, end of the world. That means everything on the surface of the earth is just non-existent. So that means that there will be no life on planet Earth. And through the radiation fallout, there won't be any life for millennia, eons. So even if they were to go into their underground caves and tunnels and bunkers, they would die down there because they can't go to the surface because they would die from the exposure to the radiation poisoning. So just by that being said alone, you can clearly see why there won't be an end of the world. It's not going to happen. They're trying to manipulate your mind through fear to make you think that what they're saying is the truth, that this is the end of the world. This is how they lower your vibration, and this is how they get you to just be completely obedient and compliant. There isn't going to be an end of the world because only God can take us out. God brought us in here, God can take us out. When God says it's time, you're gone. I mean, you could look at the most fit and physically healthy specimen that ever walked the face of the earth, Bruce Lee, 32 years old, gone. You know, at the height of his fame and his physical, abilities, gone, because it was his time. That's why I say that the level of health and wellness of the body is not contingent upon how long you stay here. How long you stay on this earth is not contingent upon how well you're fit, how healthy you are. The duration that you are allotted upon this earth is not contingent upon the level of health and wellness of the body. It has nothing to do with the physical because you're given every breath. You're not taking any of them. So when your time is up, you're gone. And when God decides human beings have reached the terminus of this research program, which this is, then human beings are gone. And then the earth will move on to something else. First the dinosaurs, then you, and then it'll be something else. But that's not the time. It won't be for a while. There will be no end of the world. They all know this because in doing so, they would annihilate themselves. What they want to do is they want to bring your numbers down from 9 billion to about 1.5 billion, which they feel is very manageable. That's how they can control you. But you're too great in numbers for them to control you, so they control you with fear because they don't have the numbers physically to outmatch your force. You can't have an army of 5 trying to defeat an army of 9 billion. But how do you defeat them? Get them to defeat themselves. Insurgents. Propaganda. I've gone through all this already. So there isn't going to be, like the song says, it's the end of the world as we know it. They've been programming you for this for a long time. I remember when I was like 7 years old. Orson Welles, The Late Great Planet Earth. Look it up. In 1977, and then in 1982, and then 1984, then 1999, and then 2000, and then, it's every now and again, it's the end of the world. Oh my God, we're all going to die. Folks, come on, man. You're being played like a puppet. You got to stop. Just be yourself, grounded in the reality of God, source, divine, consciousness, the Almighty. Be you. The universe didn't put you here to exist in fear and paranoia and be petrified and terrified. That's how they control you, the system, because you're plugged into your lower vibrational egocentric self. Plug into your higher self, your authentic self, who and what you really are as a cosmic being. And watch how fast that malevolence of that matrix becomes nullified by the reality of God, because man is nothing but an illusion. So there isn't going to be an end of the world. They've been saying this for hundreds, probably thousands of years, just to scare you. And they do it because you fall for it every time. Just don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. Positive over negative. Check the subliminals.